6:19, it's time to take a look at your money. As the world's leading provider of AI technology, Nvidia has become a global phenomenon. Last week, Nvidia officially surpassed technology giant Apple to become the world's largest and most valuable company. Wall Street has also sent its stock price soaring. In 2023, Nvidia's stock price rose 239%. So far this year, Nvidia's stock price has risen another 200%. Financial advisor Mark Grevicheski joining us now live on Zoom to break this down for us. Good morning, Mark.
Morning, Devin. Happy Monday. Great to see you again, as always.
Absolutely. Now, for those of us who might not be too familiar with Nvidia, give us a little background on the company.
The rise of Nvidia, Devin, it's really a fascinating and captivating story. Look, Nvidia started out as this small, unknown company that provided enhanced graphics primarily to the video game industry. And yes, I said that correctly, Devin, for video games. Now, its breakthrough moment, so to speak, was its invention of what's called the graphics processing unit, or GPU, which is essentially a very powerful microchip. Now, over the years, NVIDIA has improved its GPU technology to provide that speed and power that's needed to run those AI applications. Today, NVIDIA has become the world's leading supplier of both AI hardware and software. And it's no surprise, it's quickly become that global face of this AI movement.
Well, as I just mentioned, last week, Nvidia surpassed Apple to become the world's most valuable company. What does this say about the global demand for AI technology?
Ooh. With the market cap of around $3.6 trillion, Nvidia has literally come out of nowhere to become the world's most valuable company. Now, if you look at that top 10 list of the world's most valuable companies, the biggest trend, Devin, that immediately stands out to me is that 8 of the 10 either create AI technology or heavily use AI technology. The only exceptions are number 6, Saudi Aramco, which is a Saudi Arabian oil company, and number 10, Berkshire Hathaway. And if you look at the top 5, number 2, Apple, then Microsoft, Amazon, and Alphabet are all some of the largest buyers of the AI technology being produced by who? By Nvidia. Now, in December, Nvidia is expected to release its latest AI technology called Blackwell. And there is already a 12-month wait list for companies all over the world wanting to get their hands on this latest Blackwell technology.
All right, well, we really want to know this question. What are some of the bigger developments we're seeing in the use of AI?
We're still in the initial stages of this AI movement, but companies have already been embracing AI technology to one, reduce their operating costs, and two, to develop those new goods and services that they can then present to the consumer marketplace. In the workplace, we're already seeing tremendous advancements in robotics and in automation. But for me, a really exciting part of AI is in research and development. AI is already being used in the early detection of Alzheimer's. It's already being used in the research and development of new drugs, new medicine. So it's completely understandable why Wall Street is so excited about this, untapped potential of artificial intelligence and how it can literally transform our daily lives, but also ultimately the broader U.S. economy.
And I did hear you say earlier, games, yes, and those consoles, my ears perked up. The good old days. All right, thank you so much, Mark, for joining us, and we'll see you next Monday.
Great to see you again, as always, Devin. Enjoy the rest of your week.
You too.